What is going on, you lot? Midi here. So they've actually posted about the new victim character, Virginia. Virginia is a grief-stricken mother who cannot get over the disappearance of her son, Jesse. She's obsessive over his vanishing and refuses to believe that he could be gone. The weight of her pain is so immense, she leaves behind her nursing career to move on to Newt, Texas, the last location Jesse was seen. Out of determination and desperation, she travels alone to remote areas in hopes of finding him. She even goes so far as to talk to anyone who could possibly have information on Jesse's whereabouts. This eventually leads Virginia spotting some unusual behaviour near a remote farmhouse. We know that's the cook, with hope in her heart that she will find Jesse. Her investigation of the property leads to her tragic run-in with the family, captured and trapped in a different kind of nightmare. Virginia will use her vast knowledge of homemade remedies to escape. And then we've got some pictures of her actual character model. But I think the most important part about this video is going to be obviously discussing her ability. I feel like with any new character, that's got to be the most exciting part. And it says that Virginia's time as a nurse allows her to see Sissy's flower powder and make special concoctions that she can use to possibly save her own life. With this mixture, she can throw it directly at a family member to create a blue cloud, temporarily blinds them. I've already said this for so long, that there needed to be some sort of ability in the game where you could blind the family. Depending on how long this can last, I'm sure there's going to be probably something in a skill tree that's going to extend the time. Being able to blind one of the killers, say you get about 5 seconds to run away, and maybe if it makes their screen completely black, or maybe it's all blurred, kind of like Nancy's vision a little bit, just has some sort of effect on the screen. Make a pretty good getaway. I guess it depends if the family hits you, because if they do, you leave the blood trail, and then obviously that leads towards you. But I reckon you could do some really good plays with this. Maybe it kind of works like Sissy, kind of how she blows the powder. Maybe Virginia throws the powder, and then that sort of area gets covered with the blue gas. You could maybe put that near doors, have a family member come over, blind them, and then hit them. It'd be really good. I could see how you could use it effectively. So where Sissy normally refills the poisons around the map, that's where you're going to need to go to craft it. So they could be out in the open. Maybe Hitchhiker could put traps around there. That could be a good strategy. I think it'll be more interesting if there's a Sissy in the game and she just completely uses all of her poison straight away, or something like that. Or maybe it doesn't matter how many poisons there are for Sissy. Maybe Virginia just has to go up to this place and she can just craft it like that. A skill tree might have something like you can craft it faster, or maybe you could hold more, who knows. Her other special ability is called Boon. But this can also be used to contaminate blood buckets on the property. And if a family member gathers blood from one of these buckets, they are going to be disoriented for a short amount of time. It's a little side ability that's kind of okay. It'd be quite funny if someone was running more of a blood build. If there's a cook in your game and you just run around the map and just do this. But then at the same time, could you be doing more? This is only going to go against the family if they're running a blood-specific build. You guys have probably seen in some games, a lot of the time, family members don't even bother with the buckets unless they want to get one of their perks really quickly online. Or if they go around the map and collect all the blood buckets really early, a lot of family members don't even touch them until a long while later, and then by that point, you might as well just be doing something else, right? But then maybe it depends on where the blood buckets spawn on a new map. Family house, for example, would be really good because there's not that many blood buckets and you could actually run around and do work on them. You would 100% get some guaranteed benefit out of that. That's her little side ability anyway. I think her main ability, the blind one, is going to be really good. You're going to be able to do some really good saves with that for sure. Then we've got pictures of the character model, what she looks like in game, some photos of her on the new map, the mill, which is going to be really good too. And I am curious on what her base stats are going to be. Is she going to have higher toughness? Is she going to have more stealth? Maybe they're going to change the stealth, how it works. Who knows? I do think when Virginia comes out, I'm curious if they're actually going to buff Sissy because of this. Does seem possible. But that was my little rundown on Virginia really quickly for you guys. I'm actually kind of pumped for the ability. I think any character that has an ability that's a lot more different or changes the dynamic of the game a little bit for saves or really clutch situations, I actually really like it. So I think it is a good addition to the game. I want you guys to let me know your input on this. Leave a comment. Let me know. Do you think her ability is pretty meh or is it pretty OP? Let me know. Catch you lot later.